Hey everyone. Have you heard the shocking news that up to 70,000 international students and workers in Canada might face deportation? That's right. Today, we're diving into why Canada, known for its welcoming attitude, is now talking about sending people back. Could this really be happening? Let's break it all down. So, stick around because we're going to explore what's going on, why it's happening, and what this means for those affected. And trust me, you'll want to hear this. First off, let's get to the heart of the issue. Why is Canada, a country that's always been seen as a land of opportunities, suddenly considering mass deportations? Well, the biggest reason is a shift in public sentiment. Canadians used to embrace immigration, but recently, there's been a growing frustration among citizens. The main issues are the housing crisis and job market concerns. Over the past few years, the influx of immigrants has put a strain on the housing market. In places like Toronto, rent has skyrocketed from around $300–400 to over $2,000. That's a huge jump, and it's not just affecting newcomers but also long-term residents. Many Canadians are feeling the pinch and are worried about affordability. Another big issue is the job market. There's a belief that immigrants might be taking jobs away from Canadian citizens by accepting lower wages. This has caused tension between locals and the immigrant community. Employers often prefer to hire cheaper labor from abroad, which creates job insecurity for Canadians. Now, let's talk about the changes in Canadian immigration policy. Canada is now more focused on matching job sectors with the skills it needs. This means if you're in a high-demand occupation, you're more likely to get support. But if you're in a field where there's already a lot of competition, you might find it tougher to stay. For instance, international students who were once given extensions on their work permits due to the COVID-19 pandemic are now facing tighter restrictions. After several extensions, the government is now saying that they won't extend work permits any further. This means many students and workers might find themselves in a difficult situation. So, what are the chances of Canada actually deporting 70,000 or even 500,000 people? The short answer is it's very complicated. Canada's total population is about 40 million, and removing such a large number of people would be a massive undertaking. It would be a huge legal and administrative challenge, and it would have serious economic repercussions, especially for small businesses that rely on immigrant labor. These businesses are the backbone of the Canadian economy, and many rely on immigrant workers. If these workers were suddenly removed, it could lead to a significant economic downturn. So, is Canada really prepared to face such a loss? Let's not forget that many of these people have spent years building their lives in Canada. They've paid higher fees as international students and contributed to the economy. During the pandemic, they played a crucial role in keeping things running when local labor was scarce. Asking them to leave now after all they've contributed seems not only difficult but also unfair. Another thing to consider is the human aspect. Many immigrants have left their home countries, adapting to new cultures and languages in Canada. Asking them to leave after years of integrating into Canadian society is not just a logistical challenge but an emotional one too. Returning to their home countries after so many years would be like starting over from scratch, which is a huge ask. Moreover, it's important to note that a significant portion of Canada's population are immigrants themselves. Around 95% of the current population includes people who migrated from other countries at various times. So, telling the newer immigrants to leave while older ones remain raises serious ethical and moral questions. Lastly, let's consider the political angle. With the upcoming elections, the current government is facing a tough situation. They might use the deportation issue as a way to show they are addressing public concerns, but this could backfire if it's seen as too extreme. The government needs to balance public sentiment with practical and ethical considerations. Conclusion. In conclusion, while the situation is serious and the implications are far-reaching, it's unlikely that Canada will proceed with such large-scale deportations without significant consequences. There are many factors at play, including legal, economic, and humanitarian concerns that make this scenario highly complex. I hope this video has shed some light on what's happening and why. If you found this helpful or have any thoughts, drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on important issues like this. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more insightful content.